Welcome to the clinical cookout. Cookout.
Hey y'all, it's Auntie Ashley at the Clinical Cookout, and I am here to wrap up our themed week of Cheers to Booby Juice to highlight National Breastfeeding Awareness Month. So throughout the week, we've given you all types of education and awareness regarding breastfeeding, and today I wanted to focus specifically on a difficulty for some mamas, and that is postpartum depression. I wanted to really tell y'all about the correlation, if there even is one, between postpartum depression and breastfeeding. So let's get into it. First and foremost, is there even an association between breastfeeding and postpartum depression? Well, according to the CDC, there is insufficient evidence on whether breastfeeding is associated with postpartum depression. In particular, the direction of the relationship between breastfeeding and higher or lower rates of depression is unclear. According to a 2018 systematic review by the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, figuring out the relationship between breastfeeding and postpartum depression is challenging because women with depression may have difficulty initiating and sustaining breastfeeding, and women who experience breastfeeding difficulties may develop depression. So all those words basically mean they don't know. They don't know. But what we do know is that it is perfectly safe for a mother who has postpartum depression to continue breastfeeding. Usually that means checking in with your healthcare provider and them working with you to ensure that you receive appropriate treatment, support, and medications that are safe to use while breastfeeding. Now, speaking of medications, that's always a big question. If a mother has postpartum depression or even another major depressive disorder or a generalized anxiety disorder, are medications really safe? If you look this up, you are going to get a very gray answer. It's going to be maybe and it depends, because it depends on what medication you are taking. Although many medications do pass through breast milk, most have little or no effect on the milk supply or on the baby's wellness. With that, making the decision to take a medication is totally an individual choice. Transparency, I was on a medication while I nursed one of my babies. I have 4 babies and I nursed all 4 of them. However, when I had to take medication, it was a tough decision to make, but overall, your well-being as a mother and your mental health is very crucial, because if you are not okay, you cannot be the best mom or even be a mom. Sometimes mothers, especially mothers who are dealing with postpartum depression, they just can't. It is not that they don't want to. They just can't. And I think more people need to understand that. It is not a matter of, oh, she's not a good mother, or, oh, she should just push through it, or, oh, no. You just can't. And we need to have more empathy for situations like that. With that being said, there are several reasons why a mom may not be able to breastfeed or just chooses not to breastfeed. And that has to be okay, because it's an individual choice. Now, is breastfeeding best? Yes, because breast milk cannot be replicated. However, a fed baby is best at the end of the day. As long as your baby is fed and healthy, you are doing fine. So for moms out there who can't breastfeed because maybe they have inverted nipples, or maybe they have had a breast reduction in the past, or their baby has a condition where they can't nurse, just know taking care of your baby, whatever way is necessary, is what a mama would do. With that, for a lot of moms who cannot nurse for reasons outside of their control, it often comes along with a lot of guilt, because society has told us that a woman's job is to reproduce and to nourish her babies. So if you can't do one of those 2 things, you're almost made to feel like you are less of a woman, and that is completely false. If you are unable to nurse your baby, I know it comes with guilty feelings sometimes, because it's like, I can't do the one thing I was meant to do, but you were meant to do so much more. You were meant to be a mama. You were meant to nourish your baby the way that you can. You were meant to support and love them. That's what you were meant to do. Breastfeeding, beautiful thing, but if you can't do it, it's okay. Your baby will still bond with you as long as you want to bond with them. With all that being said, to all the mothers out there, you are doing amazing. You are doing well. You can say that you're not okay. We have to start supporting mothers. Oftentimes when a baby comes along, it's the happiest time for everyone and the focus goes all to the baby. But if you're out there and you know a mama, please show her some attention and some focus and some appreciation. Please support her, because at the end of the day, It is hard. It is very, very hard. And most mothers are too afraid to even say that because we feel like we'll be seen as less. But it is not easy. It is hard. And we need support. And that's at any age. I don't care how old your kids are. You need support as a mama. I'm a big it takes a village person, but in a lot of ways we've lost the village and we need it back because mamas need help out here. And dads too. Dads, you need help and you can help. Be a support. Be a support to that mama who is nursing. If she can't nurse, be a support. Be loving. Be kind. Just treat people the way you would want to be treated if you were in a situation that you did not have much control over. And for those mothers who just choose not to breastfeed, that's okay too. There is no shame in whatever decision you make for you and your baby. All right, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful rest of the day. And let me repeat, mamas, you are doing well. It is okay to not be okay. It is okay to ask for help and support. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful rest of the day. And make sure to join us next week at the Clinical Cookout for our newest theme. You got to watch to find out what it is.